Steph Curry gave us one of those vintage performances on Christmas Day against the Lakers. Even though they came up short in the loss, he was knocking down clutch shots, raining threes from deep. So I thought I would bring you guys an NBA 2K25 Steph Curry build. I haven't brought you a build like this yet, so let's get right into it. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JD back with another NBA 2K25 build video for you. And you guys have been asking me for some guard builds. Even though I'm not a primary guard, I'm not a big dribble head, anything like that. I do know the game. I do know what some of the good builds and stuff like that are. And I figured after his prime Christmas Day performance, we got a vintage Steph Curry performance. I thought I would bring you guys a Steph Curry build here for NBA 2K25. So if this build helps you out, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Let's head over to the builder and put together this Steph Curry build. Let's go. Alright, before we jump into the builder real quick, I just wanted to show you, this is Steph Curry's template build. If you were to go in and make this build here, you can see all around pretty solid stats, but I think we can take this build, add a little bit to it, soup it up a little bit. So let's head back over to the builder, and I'm going to put together my version of this Steph Curry build for NBA 2K25. So let's go. Alright, so here we are in the builder. We're going to put together my version of this Steph Curry build. It's going to be more of like a prime Steph Curry, the Christmas Day Steph Curry, the vintage, game that we got the other night. So let's go ahead and put it together here. We are going to go point guard for this one. He's listed at 6'2", but for this build, I think we're going to go 6'3". We want that extra inch of height. We're not going to lose any of the stats or anything like that. So we're going to go 6'3" for the weight. We're going to go down to 182. Just like Steph was listed, and in order to get that 99 3 ball that we're looking for, we do need to go down to the 6'3" wingspan. So we're going to be 6'3", we're going to have some shorter arms on this build. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get like chase down blocks, different things like that, but 6'3", 182, 6'3" wingspan. Let's go ahead and get into the build itself. You guys know me, I always start down on the physicals just because they're tied into so many of the other badges and different things like that. For this build, I think being 6'3", we want to be a little quicker moving around the floor and everything like that. We're going to put an 86 speed on this build. And then we're also going to put together an 84 agility. I think, again, for a build like this, like if you're playing zone maybe in the rec, you're not necessarily going to be on the top. You might be guarding corner or something like that. You want to be able to slide around, or if you are guarding the ball on top, maybe you're playing random rec or something like that. You're playing rec with a couple of your buddies and some randoms or something. Again, you want to be able to move around, be quick on defense and everything. So 84 agility. For the strength, we're not going anything too crazy here. This isn't going to be like a contact dunking build or a lockdown build by any means. So because when you move some of the other attributes up, this is going to take it up to a 43. We're just going to leave it right here. Again, I don't think Steph's bodying too many people up. So 43 on the strength. And then kind of same thing here. You can see it's already taken up to a 56 for the vertical. We're going to take it to 58. That will eventually get you Aerial Wizard. Again, it'll just help you catch the... So you're not going to have dunking on this build, but it will help you catch lobs. You'll be able to finish the little layups and different things like that. So 58 vertical on this one. Now let's go ahead and get up to the finishing stats. Now we're going to start with the driving layup here. We're going to go up to an 88 driving layup. That will get you access to gold float game. It will get you silver layup mixmaster, and then I've talked about that bronze aerial wizard on here. Now I am going to put some cap breakers in some other spots. I will say, if you are like vet 2 and you have that extra set of 5 cap breakers and you wanted to take this 88 driving layup up to a 93, that would get you gold layup mixmaster. That would be an option for you. Otherwise, I think 88 driving layup is going to be more than enough to get the job done. We're not doing anything with the driving dunk on this one or the standing dunk. And then we're going to take the post control. I believe it pulls your stats up a little bit. And then there's a couple of extra attributes and it won't let you put it in any other spot. So we're going to go 38 on the post control. So you can see not a ton of finishing. Curry's not known for, stuffing the ball down or anything like that. And this build's going to be more of like a three-point shot hunting type build. Not my particular play style. I am going to bring you guys more of a build that would fit my play style. It's going to be a little bit of a combination of a slashing, shooting type point guard build. So I will bring you guys one of those. But again, with this 88 driving layup, you're going to be able to get to the hoop. You're going to be able to get access to some very nice layup animations and packages and everything like that. And I feel like they did do something to the floaters. They were very broken at the beginning of the year, but with this gold float game, you could put a max +1 on there if you wanted to, put it on Hall of Fame, but I think you'll be able to get the job done around the rim. So again, nothing too crazy on the finishing here. Moving down to the shooting, now this is where it's going to start to get fun here. We're going to go 94 on our 3-point shot. And then this is where we're going to put our first set of 5 cap breakers. So we're actually going to take this 3-point shot up to a 99. And by doing that, that is going to put all of these badges here on Legend. So you will have access to all 5 shooting badges on Legend, which is going to make this build very deadly. Again, you're going to have an 84 mid-range shot. Going to be more than enough to be able to get those pull-up mid-range shots, you know, knock down consistently in that mid-range area. Again, you are going to have all of these shooting badges here on Legend. So again, you're going to have access to all the jump shots, all that stuff like that. You're going to be a deadly shooter on this build. And what would a Steph Curry build be without a 99 free throw? One of the best free throw shooters in history. Plus, it's very cheap to do. And if you're in the rec, you want to be in control of shooting the free throws and stuff like that. So when you get, you know, any of them intentional fouls, different things like transition fouls, anything like that, you want to be the one shooting free throws. So we're going to put a 99 free throw on this. So like I said, this is going to be a very deadly shooting build, especially when you have all of these on Legend. If you guys remember my Ray Allen build that I did at 6'5", more of a shooting guard type build, but we did the same thing on that one. We put the 99 free ball on there, and we have all of these badges, except for the mini marksman. I do not have that on the Ray Allen build because you need to be below a certain height, and I did not meet that for that. But for this build, you will have that Legend mini marksman badge as well. So again, this build is going to be a lot of fun shooting the basketball. You are going to be a sniper. You could also put the deep range bomber or takeover on there. You'll be shooting from half court. It'll be fun, trust me. Moving down to the playmaking, Steph Curry, obviously very good playmaker, very good passer of the basketball. You saw, I think he had like an 82, something like that pass accuracy. I think for a build like this, we're gonna go 89. You know, nothing too crazy, but it will get you access to one of the best pass styles in the game, which is that Tyrese Halliburton pass style. You can see over here on the right hand side, get you bronze bailout, get you silver versatile visionary. So you're going to be able to throw some of them tight, you know, window passes, you know, throw consistent lobs, different things like that. You get gold break starter, you know, for whatever that's worth. And then you're going to get gold dimer as well, just to help your teammates knock down those shots a little bit more consistently. And then for the ball handle, this is going to be, now if you have hit level 40 in the last 2 seasons, being season 2 and season 3, you have the extra 2 cap breakers. So for this, I have a total of 7 cap breakers. We're going to take the ball handle up to a 93. And then we're going to use 2 more cap breakers to get this to a 95. And by doing so, you can see over here on the right hand side, that'll get you ankle assassin on Hall of Fame. That will get you handles for days on Hall of Fame. And then you miss out on unpluckable, but I think having unpluckable gold will be good enough. At some point, if we get another +1 cap breaker, maybe for season 4, I would suggest putting that here to get you up to a 96 ball handle, which would then get you the Hall of Fame unpluckable. You could use a max +1 on this and put it on Legend if you wanted to. You know, completely up to you if you wanted to do something like that. For me, I think 95 would be more than enough to get the job done. And then for your speed with ball, obviously Steph very quick, you know, not only without the ball moving around, but with the ball in his hands as well. We're going to take this up to a 91 speed with ball to get you that Hall of Fame lightning launch. This might be where you want to put your max +1 and put this thing on Legend, so you're going to be cruising around the court. Again, if you're going to be one of them like 3 hunting guards, which this build is made to be, you're moving around behind the screens, you know, you're shifting left and right and doing all that good stuff, you're going to obviously want to be quick with the ball, and this build is going to do that. So again, very solid shooting, very good playmaking on this build. And then, you know me and the way I make my builds, I gotta have just a little bit of defense on it. And I know a Steph build, you know, isn't too crazy, you know, as far as defense and stuff like that goes, but we need to put a little bit of defense on this build, in my opinion. So for the interior defense, I think when you move some of these other stats up, it puts it at a 35. So we're gonna just leave it right there. The perimeter defense, we're gonna move up to a 74. By doing so, you will get access to some of these defensive badges on bronze. You see you get the bronze challenger, the bronze on-ball menace, which is like your clamps badge, bronze pick dodger. You know, nothing too crazy there, but it'll help you get around the screens a little bit. And then you do get silver off-ball pest as well. So I think 74 perimeter defense be solid enough for a build. You know, you're not going to be a complete liability. And then kind of same thing for the steal here. Originally, I was just going to move this up to 60 to be able to get the bronze interceptor. But then kind of after playing around with some of the stats and seeing where we could put some things, we did have some extra stats, plus steel is very cheap on these smaller builds. So I moved this up to 67 just to get access to the bronze glove as well. So the 67 steel will get you bronze glove and bronze interceptor. So again, if you're playing lanes or if you are playing on the ball, you know, it's just going to help you increase your chances of getting some steals. Now for the block, I told you we're going to be 6'3" with a short wingspan. So we're not going to get access to high flying denier on this build, but I think maxing out your block or getting as close to maxing out your block on any build if you're possible, especially some of these smaller ones, is going to help with getting like contest on jump shots and different things like that. So again, this is one of them attributes that is very cheap on these smaller builds. I'm going to move it up to a 57, not quite maxed out, but it was as far up as we were able to get all the other stats that I was going to get, or wanted to get, I should say. But 57 block, again, it's just going to help you get some of them contest out on the perimeter and different things like that. Again, I mentioned we have the bronze challenger, 57 block. You'd be surprised. I have on my Ray Allen build very similar. You get some blocks occasionally, but again, nothing too crazy. You're not getting any chase down or anything like that. Just more or less trying to help out with a contest. For the offensive rebound, this is one of them goofy things at the end where you have a couple of extra attributes left over and it kind of forces you to put it in a couple of spots. So we're going to put this up to a 30. And then last but not least, the defensive rebound. Steph is a sneaky rebounder. You know, if you look at the box score, he's always got, 4, 5, 6, 7 rebounds at the end of the day and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead and max out our defensive rebound up to a 60, which will get us a bronze rebound chaser. Again, it's just going to help you get some of them animations to help secure some rebounds, get them long rebounds. Having that bronze rebound chaser will help you secure some of those. So that's going to be the build. Again, this is, like I said, more of a 3-ball hunting build. We got our +5 cap breakers here on the 3-point shot to give us a 99, which is going to get us all 5 of these shooting badges on legend, which I think if you're making a Steph Curry build, you need to have all of them on legend. And then we're going to use our other +2 from season 2 and season 3 over here to get that 95 ball handle. And then, like I said, if in season 4 we get another +1 cap breaker, or maybe you're a vet 2 and you want to use another one here, you can definitely upgrade the ball handle at least to 96 and then use the other cap breakers in other spots if you wanted to do something like that. So again, I think this is a pretty solid Steph Curry type of a build. Again, I mentioned I will bring you more of a build that suits my play style. It's a little bit more of like a 5-out, combination of a slashing and shooting type of a point guard build. So let's go ahead and check out the shades of. You see the very first one we're going to get is going to be Steph Curry. We get shades of Kirk Hinrich and Darius Garland. That Steph Curry was the one that we were looking for. And then the build name is going to be a 3-level scoring playmaker. Like I said, this is going to be a very good 3-hunting type of a guard build. Maybe you just got the game. You could make this version here again without the cap breakers and it's going to be very solid. And then at some point down the road, if you do get those extra cap breakers, you can make the exact build that I just showed you here. So that's going to do it for the build. I hope you guys enjoyed the Steph Curry build for NBA 2K25. I said I will bring you guys more of a hybrid slashing, shooting type of a point guard build as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. Before you head out, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. I'm going to leave a card here for all the other builds and base creations I've done in NBA 2K25. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.